Welcome back, legends. I hope you're all fantastic. We're going to take a very quick look at this lag Hyvibe guitar. I have this on loan from the champions at CMI Music here in Australia. They sent it over to me and said, just have a play around with it and see what you think of it. I didn't really know what to expect, but basically this has a pretty interesting kind of pickup amplification system in it, in that the kind of tab here, which looks like a kind of typical acoustic guitar preamp section with some bells and whistles, actually has a little driver that turns the top of the guitar into a speaker. So you can use the built-in effects here and have this not plugged in to anything at all, and you will get effects like reverb and chorus and echo actually being produced by the top of the guitar. I'm super curious about this, but you know, it's actually quite a nice acoustic guitar aside from that. So what I'm going to do is let you hear the raw acoustic tone. I'm going to use a dual mic setup. I actually don't have any condenser mics here, so I'm going to use a ribbon and a dynamic together, and we'll just hear the raw tone of the guitar, and I'll just kind of play around with this and give you, you know, basically my real-time first impressions with this. I've just sat down, I have played through it and fiddled with all the onboard effects. Let's go. as you heard, some pretty interesting stuff in there. Having reverb and echo come out of the top of the guitar is something I've never really experienced before, and I really liked the echo on there. Having the octave effect on there was pretty interesting. I would say the only effect that didn't work in that kind of setting was the distortion effect, but I will let you hear that in a direct context. I actually really like the distortion for slide. It gives it a little bit of grit, and I can't play slide to save my life, but you are going to hear me do it in just a little bit. Aside from that, you know, the guitar is really, really easy to play. It's been pretty stable in here over the last couple of days, and I really like the top. It's this so-called like bear claw Sitka spruce. You can see a little bit of that grain in there, and the sides and the back are made out of a timber called bacote. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. I love the super dark fingerboard on here. There's no sharp fret ends or anything like that. You know, it feels pretty classy, I have to say. It's definitely up there with something like my Cole Clark Fat Lady in terms of fit and finish. I wouldn't say it's quite as nice as my Headway, but nothing else is really quite as nice as my Headway. That is definitely one of the best built and sweetest sounding acoustic guitars that I've ever had the chance to play in my life. But you could gig this heavily just as an acoustic guitar. The fact that there's, you know, fun stuff in there definitely adds to the appeal, I think. And, you know, there's a metronome in there and a tuner, so you can stay in tune and you can actually practice your guitar. Let's hear some of the direct sounds from the pickup, and then we'll talk about the craziest feature in here. Possibly the wildest feature of this guitar is the fact that you can actually use it as a Bluetooth speaker. You can Bluetooth your phone to it and you can play tracks through it and then jam along. So I'll play some Ragdoll, Shine, the acoustic version from our Live from Isolation EP. Let's hear it.
Take it as a sign, message or a warning, you decide. Like the broken path, buried deep between us. After all, the night draws in, weathered by.
Shout out again to the legends at CMI for letting me borrow this guitar for a few weeks and make some noise with it. I would love to hear your thoughts on the Hyvibe in the comment section below. It's a pretty curious beast. I don't know if we're going to see more instruments like this. It kind of makes sense if you wanted an all-in-one gigging solution to just have built-in reverb or some built-in chorus or echo on your guitar that you can control here. It will also sync up with a mobile app if you want to go in and tweak those things. You know, it kind of reminds me of the Mua GTRS that I reviewed on the channel recently. It's just kind of the acoustic version of that. I think the overall instrument is a much sweeter and well-built instrument than something like the GTRS. I know the GTRS is coming out with a kind of more deluxe version that I'm keen to check out. But yeah, this was a very interesting experience. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you want to support what I do here on the channel, there's a bunch of links in the video description to do just that. If you want to come and chat about this more, come and join the Discord server. That's linked in the video description. I'll see you all next time. Have a fantastic day.
Shed my skin, left the dark.